is there just kind of a sense maybe in the locker room that like some of the success you've had over the last week could prove to be your big breakthrough or kind of maybe a turning point for you guys for the rest of the season?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're all feeling good. I think the energy's high. Really good win in Minnesota. Had a chance to celebrate together. I think that only helps our chemistry. You know, all that stuff off the court definitely fuels us. We're having fun with each other. We're having fun together playing. So I think it is. I think this is a good moment for us. And, you know, especially we're playing without one of our best players. So to do that in those circumstances, we're really just proud of ourselves.
The Las Vegas Aces, once hailed as the unbeatable dynasty of the WNBA, just got absolutely embarrassed. And not just by any team, but by the Indiana Fever. A 27-point blowout loss? Aya Wilson getting every whistle in the book and still falling short? Chelsea Gray disappearing under pressure? This wasn't just a game.
Up, shot won't fall. Wilson, what looks like over the back. Well, oh boy. Jump ball is the call.
Wow. Stephanie White's upset about that. I thought that was over the back. Wow. Watch this. That's a jump ball?
This was a statement. A message delivered loud and clear across the league. Without Caitlin Clark on the court, many thought the Fever would crumble. But instead of collapsing, they came out swinging and never stopped. The Fever played team first, high IQ, connected basketball that left the Aces scrambling for answers and begging for a break.
But this was a big win for the Fever because the Aces were the only team that they had not won at least one game to last season, meaning the Aces swept the Fever last season. They actually haven't won a game against the Aces in 16 games. And they did it without Caitlin Clark. This team is crazy. They are beating the #1 team in the league first, and then they go and beat the Aces, who they haven't won to in 16 games. And they did it without Caitlin Clark, which is just a testament to how this team is finally developing a rhythm.
Let's talk about what actually happened on that court, because this wasn't your average regular season matchup. This was a lesson, a wake-up call. And for Vegas, a total system failure. It all started in the first quarter. Indiana came out hungry. Within minutes, they rattled off the first 6 points. Boom, Vegas looked rattled. By the end of the quarter,
A'ja Wilson, she got a favorable whistle in the second half, but it is what it is. Superstars get the whistle. Unless your name is, 29 points for A'ja Wilson, 3 boards, 3 personal fouls, 3 turnovers, 9 for 18 from the field, 11 for 13 from the free throw line. Look at the rest of her team. 2 points, 2 points, 2 points, 6 points, 0 points, 4 points, 2 points, 3 points. Dana Evans, 1 for 10, Dana Evans. Oh my goodness.
It was 21-4. 4 points. From the reigning champs. Let that sink in. Indiana was surgical. Nearly 53% from the field. Vegas? Barely scraping 29%. Points in the paint? Fever dominated 16-4. And you could already feel it. This wasn't going to be the Aces' night. But then came the second quarter, and that's when Indiana went for the jugular.
Fever now! Yes, let's get a dub column!
Great job! We held them to 26% from the floor. Nice!
The Fever outscored Vegas 25-10. That's not a typo. 25-10. They shot a blistering 82% from the field. Everything was falling. Floaters, threes, fast breaks. Vegas? They couldn't hit water if they fell out of a boat. Just 24% shooting.
Indiana has not beaten Las Vegas since the 2019 season. It's a power. The Commissioner's Cup MVP has us on the board. Here is Boston right up the middle, untouched.
Drive, gives it to the roller, Howard, and she scores from the middle of the paint. Timeout, Becky Hammond.
Couple of Gamecocks going head to head. I mean, there's some physicality right there.
You know, we're really disciplined to the details and we're playing with a high effort.
It was like watching a varsity team run drills on a middle school squad. By halftime, it was 46-24. And the Aces? They were lucky it wasn't worse. But let's pause for a second and zero in on the moment this game turned from a blowout into a full-on drama fest. It happened in the third quarter.
I think everyone's coming in with a level of focus every day, just right now knowing that, we do have a target on our backs and making sure that we're locked in on everything we're doing in practice. But I think we're taking that energy that we have, that fun, that lightheartedness into practice because at the end of the day, this is a game. We want to have fun, and I think we play our best basketball when we're playing free and having fun and being joyful and playing together.
Lexi Hull, who's quietly been one of Indiana's most reliable blue-collar players, boxed out Aya Wilson with such perfection, it should be in every youth basketball textbook. She secured position, held her ground, and grabbed the rebound. Then, chaos. Aya came crashing in from behind. Arms over Hull's shoulders, reaching around, clawing for the ball. Obvious over-the-back foul, right? Ask any high school ref. They'll call that 10 times out of 10. But not these refs. No, sir.
We've been preaching this all season, being very disciplined and intentional with our actions. On both ends of the floor, we're doing that. And it's a high level of activity all over the place. I'm really proud of the girls.
All smiles for the Fever through 20 minutes. It's a 22-point lead for the Fever. Indiana in front of Las Vegas, 46-24.
For the Fever, it was one of those dreaded moments. Oh boy, here we go again. You could almost sense that quiet frustration. Lexi Hull did everything right, textbook fundamental basketball, and still didn't get rewarded. Those are the kinds of moments that rattle young teams, especially when you're playing a decorated opponent like the Aces.
Wilson crossing over. Wilson hangs. Wilson finishes.
Oh boy, here she comes.
See, Hull, a much-needed answer for Indiana.
See, after the miss, Hull on the floor again, finds Mitchell, right corner for three. Good! It's Mitchell the other way for two. 57-38 Fever with 3:35 left in the third quarter.
Becky Hammonds had enough.
Instead, they called a jump ball, a literal robbery on national TV. Even the commentators went silent, then chuckled nervously. You could hear the confusion, the disbelief, in their voices. The contact was blatant, the rule clear, and yet the player who committed the foul got rewarded with a 50-50 ball. Unreal. But here's where it gets beautiful.
It's a foul. It's his third.
Lexi Hull, tremendously and leads the league at 50%, shooting a three, draws for charge.
The Fever didn't whine. They didn't crumble. They didn't let one horrific call throw them off their game. They locked back in. Harder. Smarter. Meaner. They torched the Aces in that third quarter, turning Vegas's lifeline into a noose. The lead ballooned to 68-47 heading into the fourth. And at that point, Vegas was just praying for the clock to run faster. In the final quarter, the Aces, a team stacked with stars, scored 7 points. 7. In 12 minutes of professional basketball. Indiana? They just kept rolling. Hitting open shots. If you're passionate about real basketball talk, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, leave a comment, and share with fellow fans, because your support keeps the game alive.